what are the questions I forgot to ask you as far as like things that we need to know about the nightclub scene or some insider tricks, hacks, tips? Like if you were telling your bros like, hey man, do this, don't do that, do this. What are the things we forgot to ask you?
Make sure if you're going to do a day club and the nightclub in the same day, you do not plan anything in between because, like I said earlier, if you get home at 5:30, 6 o'clock, waking up, showering, changing, going to dinner, and then going to a nightclub is not feasible.
Right.
So if you want to do a nightclub or a show, pick one. I would do day club, go home, nap, and then you can see your show. Maybe if you want to do your show, and then you can come back to your hotel bar, have a couple of drinks at the lounge. But if you're gonna double dip, you're stretching yourself way too thin by doing 3 things in one day.
Yeah,
I would say that. I would say another big thing is travel with people who have the same budget as you. So a big problem.
That's a big one.
So for example, college groups, right? You have a group of college girls coming out. Somebody's parents has a lot of money. They give them a lot of money. Somebody's, in college, they're working a minimum job. There's nothing wrong with either. And then you have your girl who likes to go to Nobu for dinner. And then you have your girl who likes to go to Raising Cane's for dinner. Right. I enjoy both venues, but you're like, all right, let's make reservations. And then one girl's like, all right, let's go to Nobu. And she's like, well, I can't pay for Nobu. And then it's like, well, you either pay for her, which is a little bit ridiculous, or you don't go and you don't have a Nobu back home where you live. And now it's tough. Or the bottle service thing. Let's say you have 10 people, 5 people want to throw in on it and the other 5 don't. So now what do? Do you just all go GA? Do 5 people pay for another person, each themselves? It gets kind of hairy. Hotels. Some people like to stay at the Wynn. Some people like to stay at the Circus. So it's hard. So I just recommend, I see a lot of people go on girls' trips to Miami and Vegas and they end up becoming no longer friends.
Right.
Money is the number one thing.
Right.
And I stress that enough. I know it sounds rudimentary, but I think that's really important. And if you're going on a bachelor trip, spend some money. Hopefully you only have to do it once, right? And you want it to be right. When you think of Las Vegas and you think of the VIP experience surrounded by the girls, the limo, the champagne, the nice steak, it's not cheap. You know what I mean? So if you have that idea and you want to fulfill it, you're going to have to spend some money. A group of all guys, you're the prime demographic to spend money when you come to a club. Yeah. Nobody's going to let you in for free. Right. So if you're going to do it, you might as well do it the right way. Yeah. You know what I mean? So plan ahead. If you're going to do it for an A1 guys trip, I recommend a nice dinner, 1 day club, 1 nightclub, 1 strip club. If you have time, you can do an activity that you don't have back home, racing expensive cars, shooting guns. But those 4 things, I always recommend that you do your nice dinner the first night. Because if you get it on Friday and you go out Saturday day, Saturday night, Sunday day, and you guys want to do a nice dinner Sunday night, someone's going to get lost. Someone's going to get arrested. Somebody's going to be intoxicated. It's going to be a mess. Yeah. So when you have everybody sober, somewhat sober, ready for the weekend, you do your nice dinner first, you have your kumbaya, and then things kind of get crazy. Because if you have your crazy weekend, you feel bloated, you're hungover, you don't want to go eat a nice dinner. You know what I mean?
Probably half the people aren't going to remember it anyway.
Exactly. So do it first. I'm trying to think of girls trips. Go with people that you enjoy. Another thing is there is such a thing as too many people going on a Vegas trip. I know it happens a lot in college. Like you have your winter formal or you have your spring formal and you have 150, 200 people. That's a lot. If you have 20 to 30 people, can you imagine trying to find a hot spot that's going to seat 30 people on a dinner reservation without a table minimum or without a spend agreement? It's hard.
Dude, just getting 4 guys together that can be at the same place at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. is hard.
Exactly.
30 girls, it's like impossible.
And if you don't have your rooms, if you're traveling with a large amount of people, and if you don't have your rooms blocked together, you guys are staying at different hotels, coordinating that is really hard. So stay at the same hotel and give yourself some leeway. And it's like, all right, it's Saturday night. You have a different DJ playing at each 5 clubs, and some people want to go to different clubs, so now you're going to have to split up. Or if you want to buy a table, you should probably stay together. You know what I mean? So I think the perfect Vegas group is like 5 to 8 people. Yeah. Because that's good enough where it's not just you and one other person. It's good enough for expensive experiences. You can all pay for it. And it's good enough where you have like a squad. You guys wake up, you all go to your fun brunch the next day. You have a squad and you can spend some time alone if you get your separate hotel rooms, whether it's couples, friends, a mixed group. I think like 5 to 8, 5 to 9 is a good number.
Love it, man.